Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
For the Packers and Niners, this, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago. And that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert. Boy, he really made a name for himself with that one. 220 yards on the ground, 4 touchdown runs in the 37-20 victory that sent the 49ers to Miami.
That catch good for only a couple.
At the 36-yard line.
Now a second down throw for Love here. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams.
Love's pass.
Give him 6 on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Green Bay pass. Packer first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Williams. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Dancing to his left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and
Love from the gun. Being chased out left. Making the catch is Sternberger. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Love forced out to his left. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you've gone somewhere, but you really have here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On first down, Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Complete to
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Nine yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Tyrann Mathieu on the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 43-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. He was covered by Jair Alexander.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd down, Rucker. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
That ties
extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll We'll see how he responds.
Brings up second and
Tua wants to throw it on second down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On third down, Rucker. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Niners 14, Packers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 13.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing. Love. He gets this to Davante Adams.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Brought down at the
just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's go, D.
Love looking to throw it.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Jones. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. In on the stop, it was Tarvarius Moore.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. It's caught. Jones. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Love. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll run it with Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle by Emmanuel Mosley.
No gain on the play.
2nd down. Love.
At the 8.
And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are back within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Right back to him on first down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half.
First down.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because
now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now a give right side. Rucker. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
The kicker on.
A great effort there with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Makes the score.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
He was looking for his tight end, Jay Sternberger, there. And it's third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Operating from the gun. Love buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
First and 10 at the
from the gun. Love. Throw right side, complete to Williams. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Williams. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
Operating from the gun. Love gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
The left side completion to Jones. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Slant to Adams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. 12 yards there and a first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
43-yard line.
From the gun, Love. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams.
Complete.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Leads to 3rd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Love looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Love. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. On 1st down, Rucker. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
The ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
6-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Tua. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. Back now at Lambeau, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Open man is Michael Thomas.
Tagovailoa.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. And some good tackling there as he's stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Packers' 24-yard line.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just a 2nd incompletion, and we're in the 4th quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
George Kittle.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They'll run on 1st down.
Rucker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Tua going to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their...
And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
You break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rucker. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Tua. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Laura sacked. A loss of 5 yards. And it's 3 and out.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
Yeah, well, and down he goes. The 49ers get there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Love. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And you can just about put this one in the win column for the 49ers.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Tagovailoa looking to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a short return to the 6-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Love. Rolling to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Love to throw for it on 4th, eluding the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st.
1st and 10 at the
now Love. And he finds a man on the crossing route. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win.